A lot of people don't like confrontation. They avoid it. They tell themselves it's easier to stay quiet, keep the peace, and hope the problem just disappears. But most of the time, it doesn't disappear. It sits there and grows in silence. And while nothing's being said out loud, a whole lot is being said in the mind. Assumptions start forming, stories get created. You begin telling yourself what the other person meant, why they acted that way, what they must be thinking. And the other person is often doing the exact same thing. Now you've got two people both creating narratives in their own head, both feeling tension, both pulling away. And all of it could be based on something that was never even clarified. This is how distance begins. This is how families stop talking. This is how friendships become strained. This is how resentment builds between partners, brothers, parents, and mates. Not always because of one massive event, but because no one addressed the issue when it first showed up. The truth is, confrontation makes a lot of people uncomfortable because they associate it with conflict, rejection, or losing control. But healthy confrontation isn't about attacking anyone. It's about being honest. It's about being clear. It's about having the courage to address what needs to be said before it turns into something bigger than it ever needed to be. Because when you deal with something sooner rather than later, you ease tension, you dissolve fear, you stop feeding uncertainty, and you allow everyone involved to actually know where they stand. That creates safety, that creates clarity, and more than that, it creates respect. People respect the person who can speak truth calmly. People respect the man who doesn't run from discomfort. People respect the one who is strong enough to say, let's talk about this. I don't want this to build into something bigger. I value this relationship enough to address it. That's not weakness. That's leadership. A man who chooses to confront a situation in a grounded and respectful way shows bravery. He shows strength. He shows confidence. Not because he wants control over others, but because he has control over himself. And when your family sees that, when your friends see that, when your children see that, they learn from it. They see that hard conversations don't need to be feared. They see that problems can be worked through. They see that courage is not about being loud or aggressive. It's about being willing to stand in the discomfort and still choose honesty, respect, and resolution. Confrontation handled the right way can actually strengthen relationships. It can improve communication. It can clear misunderstandings. It can rebuild trust. And it can bring people closer because now there is openness where there used to be silence. So if something is weighing on you, if something feels unresolved, if distance is growing because nothing is being said, don't keep feeding the story in your head. Address it. Not with anger, not with ego, but with calm strength. Because real strength is not avoiding the issue. Real strength is being mature enough to face it. And sometimes one honest conversation can save a relationship that silence was slowly destroying. Strong men don't run from hard conversations. They lead through them. And here at Men Moving Forward, we can work this out together.